And we are back. Another edition of Calhoun County's Most Wanted, the program where you get to help make Calhoun County a better and safer place for all of us. I'm Chris Wright, your host, along with Chief Deputy Matthew Wade from the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office. Merry Christmas, Matthew.
Merry Christmas, one of my favorite times of the year.
It is a wonderful time of the year, and so many great things are going to happen. We hate to talk about anything negative, like people having crimes committed against them here at the holidays, but we need to. Crime doesn't stop because of the holidays.
Crime doesn't stop. It actually probably picks up because of the holidays, and that's one thing that we want to try to teach people on. I know some people have a very Merry Christmas and get nice things like big screen TVs and electronics, and kids get more toys in most houses than they need. Mm-hmm. Which creates a lot of garbage.
It does. And
that garbage goes out to the street. Normally there's so much of it that it's hanging out the top of the garbage can, and there's boxes, and anybody can ride up and down the road and say, well, Chris got him a 50-inch TV today.
I'm getting a 50-inch TV?
I have to talk to Santa is here. Santa's going to be here.
We will be talking to Santa Claus later on in the show.
Criminals will be ingenious. They'll look at your garbage. They'll see what's out there. And burglaries during this time of year do pick up. Try to protect yourself. Break your boxes down, fold them up, put them in the garbage can, put them in bags.
Our producer Kizzy is saying put it in your neighbor's trash.
Well,
they'll get their house broken into.
If you do get a 50-inch TV, I can keep it at my house for you until next Christmas if you'd like.
The TV or the box?
The TV.
Okay.
But you just want to be careful.
Yeah.
Make sure that those things are covered. So.
Yeah. All right, and let's talk about the arrests that were made this week.
Never let us down. 2 arrests this week brings our total up to 3,255 people put in jail because y'all were willing to participate and help.
Thank you very much for all of your help. We're going to get to this week's lineup here in just a few minutes. And as Matthew mentioned, Santa Claus is going to be with us on the show here when we come back on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Congratulations, Sheriff Amerson, John Garlick, and Matthew Wade, my friends, for 10 years of Calhoun County's Most Wanted and over 3,000 arrests. Way to go, guys.
Congratulations, Calhoun County's Most Wanted and Crime Stoppers, for 10 great years. And thank you to the citizens of Calhoun County for putting 3,000 people behind the bars. Yay!
For emergency and non-emergency medical transportation, you can count on Anniston EMS.
Hello, I'm Johnny Warren with Anniston EMS, and we appreciate the opportunity to provide support for the Calhoun County's Most Wanted program. And I would like to remind everyone out there that if they need any medical transportation needs, please don't hesitate to call us.
Call Anniston EMS at 256-237-8572.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, Jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
Amazing Grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
a crackhead,
drug addict,
alcoholic, meth freak,
a wretch
like me.
I once was
homeless,
broken, sad,
just lost.
But now I am
sober,
happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
It's the low monthly payment sale going on at Sunny King Honda all month long. And we also have great interest rates. Lease a new 14 Civic LX for only $159 a month. Lease a new 15 Accord LX for only $209 a month. Interest rates as low as 0.9% for 60 months on 15 Accords, 14 Civics, and 14 CRVs. And don't forget to check out Sunny King Honda and all our great used cars. Sunny King Honda exit 188 off I-20, where customer satisfaction is king.
Hi, I'm Katina Houston with Family Links, and this is the parenting tip of the week. This will be a tough Christmas for many families. It will be hard for many parents to explain why they can't buy everything their kids want. Let's face it, many kids think Christmas is all about gifts. Whether it's video games, clothes, or toys, most kids rate Christmas by the gifts they receive. So how do we help our kids appreciate the joy and magic of Christmas beyond what they got? How can parents help their children truly embrace the reality and truth of Christmas? Obviously, leading your kids to believe that their wish list is a demand list, or focusing exclusively on Santa, or using it to threaten or manipulate your children is unhelpful. But what are you communicating to your children? Should we tell stories of Santa, elves, and reindeer? Are your expressions of the story of Christmas motivating your children to want to know more? God made our imaginations and hardwired us to connect deeply with stories. Jesus himself appealed to people's imagination by telling parables, stories that communicated profound truths. Even if stories are fairy tales and therefore not empirically true, they still communicate truth. Some parents can even use the Santa myth to teach their children to be giving rather than demanding, and to experience generosity and grace. No matter the age of your child, Christmas will always be an exciting time. Help your children focus on the truths of the Christmas story in ways that will be the most meaningful to him or her. Consider ways to incorporate the story of Christmas into your family devotions. If you're not currently doing a family devotion, consider Christmas as a time to begin a family worship time that will bring your family into a close understanding of the truths that God daily reveals in his word. Also remember, Christmas is not as much about opening our presents as opening our hearts. The Family Links family wishes you all a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year, and until then, see you next year.
And welcome to this week's edition of Calhoun County's Most Wanted. First up this week, Robert Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins, last known to be living in Anniston, he's wanted for probation violation on possession of marijuana first and failure to appear on unlawful distribution of a controlled substance ×2. And here is Cynthia Chambers. Miss Chambers, last known to be living in Anniston, she's wanted for failure to appear on theft of property first. Take a look at Jennifer Brown. Miss Brown, last known to be living in Oxford, she's wanted for failure to appear on possession and receipt of a controlled substance. And we'd like you to meet Renee Contrado. Miss Contrado, last known to be living in Oxford, she's wanted for probation violation on attempted manufacture of a controlled substance. And here is Michael Curry. Mr. Curry, last known to be living in Anniston, he's wanted for failure to appear on possession of marijuana first. And take a look at Christopher Bott. Mr. Bott, last known to be living in East Daboga, he's wanted for probation revocation on illegal possession of prescription drugs. And last up for our first half, Crystal Hammond. Miss Hammond, last known to be living in East Daboga, she's wanted for failure to appear on illegal possession of prescription drugs. And that's it for the first half of our lineup. Stay tuned for the second half later in the show.
All right, we are back on Calhoun County's Most Wanted. We have a very special guest joining us now. I say very special guest, Santa Claus. Welcome to Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and I need to talk to both of you here after a while. It seems that letters have not been forthcoming. Mm-hmm. And, so we're a little behind in writing Santa department there.
Yeah, well.
But I do thank you for having me.
And I'll go ahead and concede.
Yes,
you beat me in the beard growing contest this year. I'm going to get you next year.
There you go. You just got to let her grow and put up with it in hot weather.
Now, Santa, there's something I do need to talk to you about. Ooh. These guys,
yes.
Can you take them back to the North Pole and keep them there, please?
Yes, we'll have a talk with them and make sure that they start being good. You know, elves have to be good, just like boys and girls, and they have to.
Are you listening, Joseph? Pizza.
Why did you do that?
They took a whole jar of sugar, poured it out on the countertop, and made snow angels in the sugar.
I've heard of that. Yes, it's not good, guys.
Joseph was fishing in the toilet bowl.
Oh, yes. We've heard of various things in the pond, and some losing their watches and things like that. Cell phones is a biggie.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not supposed to be about the elves. It's about the kids. Yes. And also, let me go ahead and ask you a very important question. Are you the most important person at Christmas?
No, I am not. Jesus Christ, the Son of God, my Lord and Savior. He was given to us by God to save us, to give us strength and guidance, and to keep us from making bad choices But we have to seek him. He already knows us. But do we know him? And that's the big question to you kids out there, and moms and dads and mama and papas. If you do not seek Jesus Christ, you will not find him. You have to want to find him. And when you do that, oh, Christmas takes a whole different meaning, and it has all the joy and stuff. And of course, I tell the boys and girls, it's not about getting things, it's about giving. And it doesn't have to cost money. It could be making some homemade cookies or a cake or something at Christmas for a neighbor or for someone that having a tough time. Maybe buying a toy or two for kids, but giving, helping mom and dad. And one of the biggies that kids seem to back off from some is giving mom and dads a hug and a kiss. Now, you got children.
I do.
You do. Do the hugs count?
The love you get from your children is things you can't be bought, just as the same gift as you get from Jesus. It can't be bought. It's something that he wants your love, and he wants your trust and hope.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. And now, when your children come up and crawl up in your lap and they snuggle in and they go to sleep and they're comfy, and what does that do for you?
That's the best gift I get. William's 8 years old and he still does that. I would give anything for a good hug from Reese. He's 13 now, and you know, it's harder to get those hugs.
Oh, yes. And when they get their driver's license, it's worse.
Yeah.
But you know, I tell young mothers when they have their babies about writing to Santa, putting down some little things and then put their handprint or their footprint on it and date it. And of course, their name on it, and tuck it away in their drawer. And many years down the road, they can go and pull out one of them letters and say, "Look what your mama asked Santa." And them kids, their eyes get big, and she shows them the letter, and here it is. It's in real life, and she's got it. And the impression that makes on these kids is tremendous, tremendous impression. But when a child writes Santa, I always encourage them to think about it. Think about writing Santa and why you're doing it. And I also ask them, where does Christmas live all year long besides the North Pole? All year long. 12 months. Right there in the heart. Jesus and the Holy Spirit and the Father are with us 24/7. They never forsake us. And with Christmas in your heart, then that makes you want to do good and be good all year long and make good choices.
Looks like it lasts about 10 months at Walmart nowadays.
Well, I want to encourage you mothers out there, the big shoppers, that Christmas Eve, Valentine's Day stuff will be up, because it just seems to fly like that. But I'd like to mention about some girls that we talked to here last week up at Coosa Valley.
All right, can we hold on to that for just a
Yes,
second?
sir.
I want to be able to hear the full story on this. We do need to take a break. We will come back in just a few minutes and hear about this special visit that Santa Claus had here locally when we come back on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Congratulations on Calhoun County Most Wanted and Crime Stoppers for 10 years on the air and 3,000 arrests.
Congratulations to Calhoun County's Most Wanted, 10 years on the air, and the Crime Stoppers for their 3,000 arrests. Great job, guys. Keep up the good work.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
A crackhead,
drug addict,
alcoholic,
meth freak,
a wretch
like me.
I once was.
homeless,
Broken. Sad.
Just lost.
but now I am
Sober.
Happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
It's the low monthly payment sale going on at Sunny King Honda all month long. And we also have great interest rates. Lease a new 14 Civic LX for only $159 a month. Lease a new 15 Accord LX for only $209 a month. Interest rates as low as 0.9% for 60 months on 15 Accords, 14 Civics, and 14 CRVs. And don't forget to check out Sunny King Honda and all our great used cars. Sunny King Honda exit 188 off I-20, where customer satisfaction is king.
For emergency and non-emergency medical transportation, you can count on Anniston EMS.
Hello, I'm Johnny Warren with Anniston EMS, and we appreciate the opportunity to provide support for the Calhoun County's Most Wanted program. And I would like to remind everyone out there that if they need any medical transportation needs, please don't hesitate to call us.
Call Anniston EMS at 256-237-8572.
And welcome to the second half of our lineup. First up this half, Texanne Davis. Miss Davis, last known to be living in Anniston, she's wanted for failure to pay child support, the face of a deadbeat mom. And this is Joseph Buckaloo. Mr. Buckaloo, last known to be living in Jacksonville, he's wanted for failure to appear at a child support hearing, a deadbeat dad who just doesn't want to show up. And meet Shay Swan. Miss Swan, last known to be living in Anniston, she's wanted for failure to appear on Criminal Mischief 2nd. And here is Matthew Waits. Mr. Waits, last known to be living in Anniston, he's wanted for failure to appear on possession of marijuana 2nd. And here is Lester Carter. Mr. Carter, last known to be living in Anniston, he's wanted for bond revocation on possession of marijuana 2nd. And last up in our lineup this week, Thomas New III. Mr. New, last known to be living in Anniston, he's wanted for failure to appear on criminal trespass 1st and criminal mischief 2nd. And that's it for our lineup this week. If you have any information on the whereabouts of these folks, please give us a call at Crime Stoppers, 256-238-1414.
All right, we'll have the Crime Stoppers segment of the show coming up here in just a few minutes. We'll talk about some unsolved crimes. I don't know, maybe Santa, you see all the naughty stuff. Maybe you can help us solve some of these crimes.
I'd sure like to.
All right, so Santa, as we were going to the break, you were about to tell us about a visit that you made to a group here locally.
Yeah, it's a local group that gets a lot more kids than they ought to. It's up at Coosa Valley, and I want you kids to listen to me. Your choices that you make each and every day, these choices is going to follow them the rest of their life. It's called a record. Sadly, a lot of these kids, we talked to girls this last week. Sadly, some of them will not listen to their parents. But you can turn that around, and communication between them and their parents is lacking. Every one of them needed help on this. Some of them had good goals to try to reach, but it all takes an effort. It takes an effort to be good, to say no when something comes your way that you know is wrong. Now, there's help out there. Some of them told me that they knew Jesus, and I told them that they needed to be praying and asking the Holy Spirit to come and show them without any question what they need to do, how they need to do it. And it'll happen, folks. The Holy Spirit is real. God gave us that when Jesus ascended into heaven. Now, do we use it? Sadly, not enough. It's there. It's a strength. It's a power. It's direction. It gives us discernment about things that we need to talk to Him about. Everything. Everything we need to talk to Him.
Yeah, some things are hard to talk about, but we need to take a little time from the show if we can, because you have a unique perspective on something you get to talk to kids in a way that they don't talk to other people.
Yes.
And sometimes kids will share things with you that they've never shared with anyone else.
A lot of kids are ashamed, embarrassed by their home life, by what is taking place. One little girl, scratches, bruises all over, dirty. Her clothes was filthy, her hair was dirty. And she told me that her father was mean to her, beat her. And she was telling me this. 2 other children come up and told me the same thing. Now, I want you to understand out there in TV land, if I find out about you, or any of these gentlemen sitting here that belong to the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office, if we find out about you, we're going to turn you in. I have no qualms about that. Kids is a gift from God, all of them. Now, do we have problems? Sure, we're human. Do we talk about it correctly? Sometimes not. But we need to love our kids. And I share this with you in all the love and happiness that I can possibly share. We have met so many families who have taken a child in that has to live in a condition like that. They've taken them in. They feed them, they clothe them, they educate them, they make sure they're taken care of. Now, when they do that, that is heartwarming, and that child stands a good chance of becoming a success. But choices are tough.
Let's talk about, okay, we're almost out of time on the show.
All righty.
We're almost out of time before Christmas.
Oh, yes.
We got any kids that are watching, and they're not sure which list they're on? Has it all been decided? Matthew's crossing his fingers.
Almost. We still have a few hours where they can turn it around.
Yes.
And you can get good. You got to work at it. You got to pay attention. Try giving mom and dad a good hug. They need it just like you do. And I don't care if you're 7 or 70. Hugs are important. They give strength. And if you don't believe it, then something's wrong. But I want you to have a Merry Christmas. Me and Mrs. Claus will be coming very, very busy here shortly. And the elves are all at work getting things sorted out and making sure that there's more names on the good list than the naughty list.
Real quick, can you settle one dispute for me that my wife and I have had?
Oh, boy.
Because we leave the treats out for you.
Oh, yeah.
She thinks that you prefer milk and cookies. I think you prefer to have a soft drink and cookies.
Oh, I got to go with her. The milk and cookies, I'm really, as you can see, I'm partial to. But them soft drinks are a little more fattening than the milk.
I can't ever win. I never win an argument with her.
Hey, don't get on the naughty list right here at the end.
Oh, well, I tell you what. You come and sit on my knee after the show, and I'll talk with you.
All right. Thank you, Santa. We're looking forward to your visit.
Oh, appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
Just be careful out there.
Yes, sir.
We will be right back with the Crime Stoppers segment of the show and our crazy criminal of the week on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Congratulations to Calhoun County's Crime Stoppers and the Most Wanted program that airs on the TV all the time, and for being on the air for 10 years, and also for arresting over 3,000 people. Great job, guys.
It's the low monthly payment sale going on at Sunny King Honda all month long. And we also have great interest rates. Lease a new 14 Civic LX for only $159 a month. Lease a new 15 Accord LX for only $209 a month. Interest rates as low as 0.9% for 60 months on 15 Accords, 14 Civics, and 14 CRVs. And don't forget to check out Sunny King Honda and all our great used cars. Sunny King Honda exit 188 off I-20, where customer satisfaction is king.
Big news for homebuyers searching through all those complicated mortgage options. AOD Federal Credit Union is now offering new, out-of-the-box mortgage solutions. Mortgage loan manager Jamie Bailey will help find the best rates and quickest approval for you. Conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, Jumbo, HARP, and more. Call Jamie Bailey at 256-241-8218. Out-of-the-box mortgage services. Reason number 4 that you belong with AOD Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA. All loans subject to credit approval. Certain restrictions apply. Equal housing lender.
For emergency and non-emergency medical transportation, you can count on Anniston EMS.
Hello, I'm Johnny Warren with Anniston EMS, and we appreciate the opportunity to provide support for the Calhoun County's Most Wanted program. And I would like to remind everyone out there that if they need any medical transportation needs, please don't hesitate to call us.
Call Anniston EMS at 256-237-8572.
Amazing Grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
A crackhead, drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak, a wretch like me.
I once was.
Homeless,
Broken. Sad.
just lost. But now I am sober.
Happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
And welcome to this week's edition of Crime Stoppers, where we ask you to put on your deer stalkers and help our investigators with these cases. First up on your caseload, on December 16th, a silver 2001 Chevrolet Malibu was stolen from this residence on Bradford Street in Hobson City. And here, between December 13th and December 15th, the suspect or suspects stole 5 mobile home trailer axles, 10 tires, and 7 air conditioner units from a business located on Highway 431 in Alexandria. And between December 15th and December 18th, the suspect or suspects broke into a business located on Highway 78 East in Anniston. 4 shotguns were stolen from there. And sometime between December 5th and December 15th, this residence on Airport Road in Oxford was broken into. They got away with money. And between December 3rd and December 17th, the suspect or suspects stole a push mower, a riding mower, ladder, tiller, planter, all from this residence on Old Downing Mill Road in Anniston. And last up on your caseload this week, on December 19th, a 5-foot by 8-foot black utility trailer was stolen from this residence on Sonata Drive in Anniston. And that's your cases this week. If you have any information on these cases, please give us a call at Crime Stoppers, 256-238-1414. Remember, we want your information and not your name.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
All right, here we are, the crazy criminal of the week. And Matthew, a lot of us have home security systems.
Yep, got one.
Some people can't afford to buy one, but they make their own. We got a lady who decided that she would protect her home by putting little bowls of water underneath the windows in her house. Would you think that would work?
No, I don't.
It did.
All right, how did it work?
Keen Kaniran tried to break into the house, stepped into the bowls of water, and got scared off, but not before he dropped a 6-inch knife that had his DNA on it.
Oh.
Apparently he stepped on the bowl, cut himself, dropped the knife, left it there. They got the footprints off the floor, found him, matched his DNA to the knife. The little bowls of water under the window kept this lady safe and secure from a bad guy.
Ingenious. Never thought it would work, but hey, that's great and wonderful. Today's world.
If you're not doing the wrong thing, you don't have to watch out for stuff like that.
That is absolutely true. Absolutely true.
All right, so that's all the time that we have for this week. If you missed the lineup, you can go watch it on Facebook, the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. We got everybody on there, and we will be looking for you again next week, but hopefully not in the lineup on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Merry Christmas.